Hey friend, thanks so much for joining me. Welcome back to Airport CEO. As you can see, lots of stuff going on here, lots of red. That's okay, we're making some adjustments to the airport. Last episode, we did put down the blueprints for our new terminal, which is going to service our new medium aircraft contracts, which is going to be very exciting. I did put down a new service road along the taxiway because I want to separate the buildings that are right here. I'm actually going to relocate some stuff. So, for example, I want to have all of the small airport service vehicles over here. We're going to throw down a new medium avgas depot and pretty much remove everything from this area in order to free up some space. Also, because we are trying to work on getting our new terminal up, I do want to start turning off and closing all of our flights because your staff and your passengers will get really confused if there's two separate terminals. So that is no longer going to be a thing for us. My contractors, by the way, are a little bit bugged right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but it was acting as though I only had like 50 contractors on site, but I couldn't dismiss those contractors. So it might have been because I saved the game perhaps right in the middle of a contractor shift change or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it didn't really like it at the end of the day. So I might have to play around with this debug tool, F10. We could, for example, go in here and dismiss all contractors. That could be a possibility, but we'll see how bad or how much that affects everything. Also, I also want to do, let's see, what else did I want to do? Let's see, we got our bathroom situated. Do we have any more spaces here? We actually don't have any more desks. Let's grab just a few more desks because I want to hire a couple more administrators. Nothing too crazy, but what I'd like to do is actually grab, let's go ahead and go to recruiting, filter by administrators. Let's hire 5 more administrators. I want to assign them to this passive, for lack of a better word, this group down here for increased construction speed. Also forgot to assign these 3 over to the new project, but this should increase the construction speed by roughly 25%. Wait, 10%? 10% per person? Maybe. It probably won't be that good, but that should make our contractors work even faster than they already will. Couple more things that I wanted to change on our new terminal, by the way. Turn this off as well. I want to put down a couple of break rooms because we're going to have a lot of staff members mixed around the airport, right? We've got security downstairs. We've got some gate agents right here. We're going to have a ton of people that need to get out to the ramps. So let's do this. Let's put down a break room directly underneath our main terminal. And I will denote this as a secure zone. In fact, this entire area should technically be a secure zone. Let's not have anyone randomly coming to visit. And I'll open this up with a door. And we'll put some stairs here. You know, not escalators. We care about our physical fitness of our employees. So we'll put some stairs right in the middle of the terminal. Why not? Because reasons. Our terminal's already kind of funky as it is. But this is going to be a new staff break room. I will put the staff room designator right here. But that way, and actually when we have this, we can clear all the types, but I'm going to say contractors, security officers. No, you know what? Not security, but everyone else can stay here. For security, I'm going to give them a new room right over here. And this is going to be the security room break room so that they can hang out. And then whenever they need to go back to work, they just boom, come right outside and they're all taken care of. Clear everything, assigned to security officer. I'll add some more stuff in the center just to do it off screen. One more thing I forgot about was this little conveyor belt. So I think I missed just like that. No big deal. Go down and I'll put this like that and add the conveyor belt system going in this direction. Lovely. Very excited to see how our conveyor belt system is going to turn out at the end of the day. How many contractors do we have on site, by the way? Was I able to deploy all of them? We have 200 contractors on site. You guys are just beautiful. You're rocking out, doing all the contracting. There's our new depot, by the way, so that is already down. I'm actually going to remove our old depots, and I'm going to sell our new, our kind of our Fjord A1 fuel trucks because we are no longer going to need them. So we're going to sell, and sell. We're no longer going to be providing A1 fuel. As soon as this plane leaves, we're pretty much done with our small terminal. Say goodbye to the tiniest of terminals. We are no longer going to be requiring their services. Let's also remove this little access road here. Perfect. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty excited about this new airport. I really am. It's going to be interesting. I do have to put down the boarding desks themselves so people can get on their flights. I'm going to go ahead and make the terminal a little bit pretty, and I'll gussy up the terminal a wee bit, and then I will be right back. All right, friends, so you are here for the creation of our small terminal. It's only fair that you are also present for its destruction. So let's go ahead and queue up everything to be deleted inside of yon terminal. We are going to remove everything, including the parking, the ROADs, the bus stop. Man, everything is going away. Farewell, my friend. You have served us nobly. You have done well for the TOBL International brand. And yeah, I'm excited. It's so snowy up here. Let's close down a couple more stands. I was thinking about the fact that we have a lot of spare aircraft stands that aren't being used. So I wonder if you wind up having the stand closed, do you still incur the penalty, the daily cost, the operating cost? So maybe that'll help reduce a little tiny bit of money. Good God, it's so snowy. We have added a couple things here to the main lobby. Exciting stuff, right? We're going to have a couple of seating areas, a couple areas for bathrooms, maybe some shops in order for folks to buy swag. Look, you can't come to TOBL International Airport and not purchase our lovely mugs. So that's going to be obviously very, very high priority. I will go ahead and go in here and throw down a few bathrooms because that is very, very important. Like the first thing I go to and I look for whenever I go into a place, man. I'm telling you what, I go to an airport and I'm like, all right, step one, where the hell are your bathrooms? Step two, I don't care. Bathrooms first, everything else comes second. Wow, we've already blown through our money. Shoot, we have very little money left. Oh man, this is going to be really, really tight. I messed this up. I didn't actually mean to purchase this fuel depot already. That was a bit of an oopsie. That's okay though. That's fine. That's fine. We can survive. Did we ever finish the research here? We're almost done with the extended commercial license research. So hopefully that will get taken care of relatively soon and we can start looking for the different services. We might wind up just starting with the basic stuff. I'm talking about baggage. So we might be able to do baggage and that's really it. What else do we need to buy before we go completely broke? Crap, our money is just seething out here. We are getting our money back though from the old terminal, which is kind of nice. Can I have you guys not? Can I I wonder if it's going to delete that even though there's someone standing right there. Oh, cool. It does get deleted. Lovely. So that is taken care of. I will eventually queue up the terminal itself for utter destruction. $125,000. We really have to make sure we have everything purchased before we run out of money because while you can hire people, you cannot buy anything, including vehicles, once you run out of money. So here's to hoping that we can get the rest of this area built and designed the way I was hoping for before we completely go broke. I did want to throw down a new medium terminal. We can do that once our technology is researched for extended commercial license. So I will be right back in just a moment or two once everything is said and done. Okay, our project has been completed, the advanced commercial license type of stuff. So I'm going to throw down a new air traffic control tower. I don't really know where to put this. I mean, we can put this at like the corner of the map, but let's put it somewhere realistically close. We'll throw this right here at the corner of the taxiway, I suppose, for the moment. Hey, our new parked vehicle depot is done, so I'm going to shut this one down, which should force the vehicles out of here, which it did. And I'm going to go ahead and set this to delete, and we're going to repurpose this entire space for the future services we're going to be offering. Let's go ahead and queue up those services, by the way. We also got a lot of money back from destroying the old terminal. You get half of whatever you put into something. So each tile in a terminal is worth $1,000, so we got $500 back, which was relatively helpful. Let's start queuing up some new stuff. We want to provide catering services. That's one of the major items that we want to do. So I will queue up catering. And I guess I'll queue that up at a 5. Our construction workers are working quite hard. We're getting there. Our terminal's almost ready to go. I guess a couple more things that we need to add. I will draw out the pathways for the aircraft. And I like how it's deleting the taxiway as well. Oh, that's nice. Our planes only need like one tile apparently to run. Okay, we'll extend the taxiway back out and fix that. I will jump forward in time to where our terminal is relatively close to being finished up, and then we'll talk about our new services, our new terminal here. Couple more things that I'm going to add real quick before we go broke. I do want to put down this new medium AV gas depot. We're also going to throw down two, as soon as I remove our old tower, which it's gone, throw down 2 vehicle depots, because I think we are going to have a ton of vehicles. If you really think about it, we don't even have all these vehicles showing yet, but we are going to need a pushback truck. We're going to need baggage. We're going to need the new Maverick fuel trucks that hold more fuel. And yeah, pushback, baggage truck, stairs truck for use to allow passengers to board and deboard without the use of a jetway, which we don't have because we don't have a second floor to our airport yet. So a lot of stuff that we're going to need to change. Oh, hello, Winter, randomly. What else do I want to do real quick before we run out of money? Obviously, buying vehicles would be great. Our baggage system should be online by that time. What is this? Is this my bathroom? That's interesting. So apparently the room designation goes through the Z level. Although just the coloration, not necessarily the actual thing itself. Fair enough. Again, I will continue to let the game roll. I will come back as soon as our new vehicle depots are built so we can talk about the different vehicles we're going to need to purchase. I'm not sure about how many as well. We're probably going to have a lot of flights showing up at the same time. But I will probably, again, go into I will start to manually assign our flights first so that we can kind of stagger the arrivals and not have an issue where all 8 aircraft arrive at the exact same moment and they all need the same services. So we'll experiment with that a little bit. All right, so we are getting really tight on money. So what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and purchase some vehicles now before we go completely broke. So at least I want... let's go with, I'm going to be a little bit cautious. This might be more than we need. We're going to grab 4. Do I really want to get that many? I could see 4 aircraft though needing to be serviced at the same time. Let's grab 4 of each thing. So we're going to need baggage trucks. So large pull force baggage truck. We're going to grab that. 4 of the stairs. Belt loaders are going to help make everything faster. And then also the pushback trucks as well. So we're ordering a lot of vehicles up front just before we go broke. Okay, 16,000 left. Did we forget anything that we need to have to start everything going? I will have fuel. We've got baggage taken care of, I think. We've got the check-in desk. We've got doors, parking spaces, the basic stuff. I think I can hire people when I'm broke, which is good. We are definitely going to probably run into that problem. We do have this staff room, and I'm hoping that I've got a connector here to allow people to get into the baggage area. So any of our ramp agents should be able to help load baggage. I think we're okay. I mean, we're obviously going to dip into the red quite a bit. I don't even know. Does this game have a bankruptcy? Are we going to hit a point where we just run out of money and everything's awful? I have no freaking clue, but I guess we'll experience it relatively quick. Let's go ahead and queue up another research. Let's do cabin cleaning. I'll pretty much go through all the basic things and make sure we're all set. This is going to be a really rough trial by fire because we're going to have all the flights show up at the same time to start everything off. So here's to hoping everything was planned somewhat okay. At least we've got our boarding desks down because we are completely and utterly broke. That is that for Tobal International until we're able to get some income from our flights. And honestly, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to afford this. We are paying like $9,000 or so per hour just for the construction workers. We also have, wait, am I getting free construction workers? Did I bug something? Hello? We aren't in sandbox mode. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I think we should be paying for construction workers, aren't we? Loan repayments make sense. Oh, contractors. We're paying $710 per hour for contractors, so not quite as expensive, but we are paying $7,000 for loan repayment. So before we even begin to think about making our money back, we're going to have to get all of these flights active. So it's going to be tight. We're also going to have to go on a hiring bender. We definitely don't have enough staff. We're going to have tons of staff in order to keep all of our desks manned at any given time. All of the ramp agents need to be hired. In fact, I might want to spread this out because we are going to get you know, there's only so many people who are available at a time. So let's go ahead and hire in waves. I'd rather overhire than be desperate for people and all of a sudden all of our flights are getting delayed. Just a couple of more service technicians, quite a few janitors since we have so much more space to deal with. And then we'll wait for this to repopulate before hiring some more folks. But I think we're almost there. Thanks so much for being patient as I jump around. This episode has a lot of cuts in it. I just don't want to make you sit here and let's watch each individual contractor kind of a thing. But I will be back very, very soon. Hopefully with some good news. Real quick, while I've got a second, I want to show you a little trick that I discovered. You can rename your depots. So I'm actually going to go through here and rename things like this is the GA depot. This is, we'll call this the service depot. And then this is what is going to be our fuel depot. And because your vehicles automatically get assigned all over the place, we've got stair trucks in the wrong spot. We've got our basic fuel trucks in the wrong spot. I actually think these are the avgas trucks, so we want to assign them to the correct place. So to quickly do that, we can go into our vehicle tab and then start assigning to depot. So we're going to assign the belt loaders to the service depot. A lot of them are actually going to be going to the service depot. Like so. Avgas is going to go not to a lot, but to the GA depot. There we go. Avgas again. GA. So just trying to clean things up, make sure that everyone's assigned to their proper location. Not like it's super vital, but it does help keep everything organized. You also can assign vehicles to a stand, to an aircraft stand itself, which is interesting. I don't know if we want to have dedicated vehicles for every single stand or not. I don't know if that's required, but I assume we're going to be able to have our vehicles, what would you call that? You know, service multiple stands, right? We're not going to want to assign them just to one. Unless they'll use it as a parking spot. I have no idea. Maybe that's where you're supposed to stick your stair truck. But there we go. We've moved all the vehicles around. They should be shuffling. You can see them all spamming and going crazy here, leaving their pre-assigned locations. And perfect. The other thing I did was I did have to assign every single stand and every single check-in desk to a baggage, the baggage bay. So everything was assigned to small baggage bay 1. Come to think about it, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work. Like, we may have too much baggage and too little space. So that could be a major problem for us. I don't entirely know how we would go about fixing that either. I guess we could bump this back a notch and have our road extend in either direction and then have a bunch of these small baggage bays. So that might have been a bit of a miscalculation. Again, a lot of this is not quite knowing what to expect so far from this new part of the game, so it's fun. Let's go ahead and online our runway. We'll say this is the entry, this is the exit, and I will use our fancy little tool here. Oh, we've got some more buildings to look at. We'll draw our new pathways for our runway, like that. And I'll go ahead and do the rest of it in a minute. We do have new buildings here, so we get a catering depot. A catering depot is where food is supplied and then made into meals. Requires both a public, and a service road connection. That's interesting. Also awkward because we don't quite have the spacing. Although all I have to do for this is to shift the road up a notch, and that'll actually fit pretty well. The waste depot, for when we actually wind up cleaning out the aircraft, but we'll probably put that somewhere in this area here as well. De-Icing. Are we researching de-icing yet? I have no idea what de-icing is going to need, but I'm sure it's going to need its own space as well. What the heck? What was that? Random little symbols in my screen. Why don't we queue up? We probably can't afford a subway yet. Baggage security seems important. I feel like maybe we're going to get dinged if we don't have some kind of security system in place. So let's queue that up. I'll assign 4 workers to each of that, or to each of those. We're almost finished here. We are so close to being able to start scheduling flights. I'm both excited and also nervous that I'm forgetting something horrible and it's going to make our airport go entirely broke. Okay, so slight mistake. I accidentally left auto planner turned on, so it immediately started queuing up some new flights here. Although, I guess we're kind of ready to test this system out. Baggage is not quite finished, but baggage service is not yet offered, so that's okay. I do want to enable jet fuel service. As you can see, baggage is not quite ready to go because we don't have the full system. Oh, you know what? We actually need to open baggage claim. That was probably the last thing we needed to do. But either way, the conveyor system is not ready. And I think flights will be okay with that. So I guess we've got a few flights. We'll just see what happens. What are you all doing in this back room? Nice. Just walk through the holy airport. There's a few small bugs that we need to work out. Just a couple kinks in the system. Let's go ahead and panic hire a bunch more folks. Passenger service agents. Again, like I said, I do want to have more staff members than we actually need at first. And then once we get the balance right, we'll start firing folks. No one in security is here yet. Although maybe that's because security is not needed. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. You are still in the right zone, yeah? Kind of. They're just phasing through walls. It is all a super hot mess right now. So boarding is going to start. It's delayed. 14:05 is your arrival. Uh-oh. That's not good. The entire plane is not even here yet. You're delayed. Employee can't reach their designated zone. That's fine. Let's take a look at our flight planner to see how screwed up everything is. No, they haven't arrived yet. That's fine. They just got pushed back a little bit. So the plane should be arriving. Hey, there we go. We are going to take a look and see how this works out. We have our steer truck. Our steer truck is not doing anything. Fair enough. Okay, cool. So only on some aircraft is the steer truck going to be required, right? Because this is a very small prop medium plane that can probably just extend down the walkway. This one, though, has a much higher stairwell. Cool. Got it. Or access door. Good stuff. So we are at least able to get people in. For some reason, my doors didn't get built here. None of my doors got built. Awkward. Fair enough, I guess. Now, you guys should be able to find the exit. I'm a little concerned. Shoot. This is not built yet. So people aren't going to be able to find a way out of our airport. They're all gonna huddle around in a sad and warp out. Lovely. Oh, that's great. They're all like slamming on the brakes right here. Is this because it's a staff zone? Can I remove the staffiness from this? Is that why they're freaking out a little bit? No, I think it's because they're not detecting a place to leave. It's weird that these... Okay, this one walked in. The rest of them are just hovering right there on the entranceway, freaking out. Yeah, no exit. Sorry about that. You guys showed up a little bit earlier than we wanted to. Security is not in place yet. We are checking people in. Oh man, what a mess. It's not a great cold start here, folks. Not at all. What's our struggle bus situation here? We have passenger agents assigned, right? That's ready to go. Where's all of our security agents at? You're a security agent, right? You are. And you should be able to just go downstairs. That shouldn't be a problem. So why are you having so much of an issue here? Not a huge fan. Not a fan when I can't figure out why the game is broken. Oh god, we have so many planes just sitting here. Nothing's working. Security checkpoint is not operated. Is it because it doesn't think that people need to be here? Boarding opens at 19:04, which is now a go. Can't change while the plane is active. We've got that stuff checked. Is it an issue with how I've got everything designated? Not quite. The proper areas are set to secure, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, not really sure what's going on. Hang on, are you guys finally going downstairs to your proper jobs? No, you're going to go sit down. Because priorities. We're going to warp through the wall. Lovely. So what's happening here with the security check? Do I have to turn it off and on again? That might have been it. That should have been my first... Yep, that should have been my first go-to. As an IT person, I'm ashamed that my first go-to reaction was not a turn it off and on again. Okay, there we go. So security got a little bit funky. That's okay. Somehow our plane is underground. God. Early access games, man. I'll tell you what, they are fun and adventurous, but you have to have a little bit of patience. Let's go ahead and assign some bathrooms and open those up. Lovely. People are actually going into the main terminal. We're a little late on those early flights. That's okay. It's It's fine. I'm sure they won't get upset at us and cancel all of our contracts. Before the auto scheduler decides to ruin my day anymore, let's start queuing up some early morning flights for tomorrow. I will filter by only medium, and we're going to say that our first flight shows up and leaves at 8 o'clock. Let's do 7. Let's do some early flights here. So 7 o'clock will be the earliest, and then I'm going to go down the line and pretty much stagger like I did before. So maybe like 15 minutes or so. We're going to stagger everything just by about 15 minutes to allow our, our services to kind of get a handle on things. And I think we've got a couple more Maple. No Maple flights. What a bummer. Maples are like our go-to. And then I think I'll roll back and go again 7 o'clock. So we'll do like 4 and then 15 minutes staggered, and then we'll go reset. Does that make sense? No more flights are offered yet, so I will have to maybe go into the scheduler or the contract screen and get a new master contract with a couple of different airlines. So Atom Air, CLM, OK Air, I like that. Let's get CLM. I did find a mod, and I have it. I just don't have it installed yet. That does add realistic airlines to your to what you're doing, which is kind of cool. So if you wanted to have a little bit more realistic companies, you can have American, European airlines, whatever you want, which would be kind of neat. No flights that are offered yet. So I guess we'll just wait for our Wednesday flights to arrive. Hey, at least they took off. Oh God, that's terrifying. They're going to take off going directly into our taxiing aircraft. Here we go, right here. Right here. Could you imagine being in this tiny little plane and seeing a jet fly right over your face? It's fine. If you're someone who works for the FAA, I'm sorry. I'm honest to God sorry. Hey, our contractors are finished. Oh no. My stupid flow of traffic. I didn't put down my one-way signs. This is a mess. It's a mega hot mess. Let's try to recover this. They'll eventually figure their way through it. After much struggle, they will eventually find their way. Let's make this all one way and see if that fixes the traffic problem. To be honest, it's probably going to make it worse. We'll do that, and we'll say you can only go this direction. Cool. Oh, that is a hot mess. Fair enough. So that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and remove our contractors, since we have nothing else to construct for a while, and we're flat broke, so we wouldn't be able to afford them anyways. How are we doing with baggage? No, well, we don't have baggage enabled yet. Did we actually get all of our baggage stuff? Hey, that looks actually like it's how it's supposed to be. Well, that's exciting. I think we can actually now offer baggage services. Let's go ahead and queue up, enable baggage services. Oh my gosh, we are so ready to fail hard. I'm very, very excited. I will queue up a couple more things. We'll do baggage security. Let's do larger fuel tanks. And we'll go ahead. We don't need remote stuff yet. I want franchise restaurants. Let's go ahead and hire a procurement. I think it's a procurement or strategy person. I think it's strategy. Strategy director will allow us to go in here and queue up franchise restaurants. I want myself a TGI Fridays in my airport. Come on. Again, only the best. Only the best for our airport. I guess I'll try to fix any more flights that I can find. Right now we're a little bit behind on flights. Like, we don't have any flights offered. So I will either add some more companies or wait for more offers, and I will be right back. All right, so I was able to find just the last few flights here that are going to be available to us. Did we do this by 30 minutes before? 7:15 departure. I guess that's right. Why does it seem like I got the time so far off? Oh, because I can't count by 15 minutes because I'm special. Can't reschedule it, I think, because it's too active or it's too close. So that's fine. That's fine. We'll stagger them like this. This might not be enough staggerage, so I guess we'll adjust as we go. But we have 8 flights scheduled for this morning. God help us. Oh, this is ugly. Look at this traffic jam of nightmarish proportions. This is going to be super, super fun. Hey, at least we have all of our service vehicles ready to go. Our belt loaders. Hey, is it baggage? Oh my God, there's actually baggage that's being delivered. How exciting. So we're going to get a good test of if this is working or not. Speaking of, how do I station ramp agents per side? Okay. Do we need people to be down here? Maybe they don't show up until the plane starts to land. I'm not entirely sure. Are we checking people in? We are checking people in already. They are going through security, which is lovely. So at least that part of our airport is working. What do you mean no restroom? We've got a restroom right here. You can use it. It's available for staff and other employees. Staff and other guests and whatnot. I like how everyone crammed in this seat specifically. As close as you can get to each other, of course. God, we're sitting here at 344,000 in the red. This is pretty much it. If this doesn't work, I may have to, because I still want to keep exploring the game. If worst comes to worst, I will probably rebuild from scratch. Look at this massive aircraft coming in for landing here. Q400. I have no idea what that is. No services. Okay, there we go. We got some fuel trucks heading out. All of our planes are landing roughly at the same time, which is great. What about baggage? How's our baggage situation? Not fantastic. Oh no. Why isn't baggage being delivered? That would be my question. Here's a belt loader. Are we short on staff members? That would be one of my questions. Do we need more ramp agents? Let's take a look and see if there's any staff members who aren't doing anything. Why are you going down some random stairs? Oh my god. This game sometimes, I'll tell you what, it gives me stress. It gives me great stress. Somehow I managed to close all of our security again on accident. I don't see any ramp agents though. So I'm guessing we might need to hire a few more. I guess they're all out there being active. So let's grab more ramp agents. Passenger service agents, I think we're set on. We have enough for everyone checking in. And I'm hoping we have enough for all of the different gates. Maybe not. Let's grab a couple more of those just to be safe. Hard to get a sense of all the numbers here. Passenger service agents, hire. They still have to make it to the airport. Here's our baggage loader. Or I guess unloader. Belt loader truck. Fair enough. There goes one of the baggage trucks themselves. Hey, there we go. You're actually going down here. So what happens from here? Uh-oh. Nothing. That's concerning. Is it because we don't have enough staff here? Oh god, baggage is going to be an utter nightmare for us. Are they not able to reach this zone, or is it just because we still don't have enough ramp agents at the moment? Oh my god, what a nightmare outside too. Don't look at anything, my friends. Close your eyes and you won't see any horrible design. How did this random dude get over here? Who are you? Why are you in our secure zone? Are you a terrorist? Get out of my airport. Are you sitting on the wall? Are you phasing through the wall? My god, he's a super villain. Okay, so far, not great. Not great at all. No ramp agents down here. They should be able to get here though, too. Like, this stairwell is accessible. This door is accessible. Shouldn't they be able to walk over here? Or is it because... I have no idea. Can they not cross the baggage thing? Is that where the problem is? So baggage is completely and utterly foobar right now. All of our ramp agents are just hanging out outside the planes. Oh god, what a mess. What an utter mess. Are we screwed on arrivals as well? I love figuring out new systems. It's a lot of fun. Why are you guys flipping around? What is happening? Why is our airport self-destructing? Is it because we had an original terminal and it got really confused? I once again had to re-enable security. That should definitely not happen. Oh god, I feel like half of it is bugged. Look, we're starting to get taxiway tiles down here underground. What is happening right now? Oh no. This save might just be completely 100% shagged. I might have to redo, like basically start with lots of money and just rebuild this, but not build this. If it's this screwed, I have no clue. Looks like people are literally building a nest over here. What are you doing? Why are you nesting? This is the day, my friends, when I lose my mind, right here. This is it. Flight's running late, you don't say. You don't say. Our super villain is sitting over here on the ground. Lovely. Oh no. Everything is falling apart. It was so peaceful. Everything was so calm with our small airport. I thought we were so good and so ready for everything. Oh, that's okay. This is all part of lessons learned. Sir, I don't know. Are staff members having a bug where they can't come inside? The service tech, we have service technicians, I know. They should be repairing this type of stuff here. I feel like there's like a weird pathing. Maybe it is because we have an underground thing. Look at these guys. Look at this. What? What is happening? How are you even a real person? 15 out of 15 people queued for one taxi stand, as opposed to the thousands that are out here. Oh, God. You know what, friends? I think this is a great point to put a cut in and start drinking. I think this is going to be a fantastic spot to start drinking. No clue. I honest to God don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to let this game run for a bit. We still have contractors that are bugged on site. This might require a new save. I have no idea what I've done to punish myself with this save, but I think we're going to start over. I'll do everything off camera. I'll try to redo this layout. Maybe I'll connect the terminal in case that's part of the problem. But, and I really hate doing that, but I don't see any other option. If the game is mega bugged. Somehow one of our baggage trucks ended up on the main floor, which is pretty great. I have no idea. I literally give up. I honest to God don't know anymore. Hey, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. I think all of my passengers just disappeared. Are they all gone or did they all board? Boarding in progress. Like half of the passengers aren't even on the plane anymore. And we're going mega broke. Hey, thanks so much for joining me. I will continue this. I have no idea how we're going to fix this other than to nuke it with fire. So thanks so much for your patience, friends. I appreciate you joining me. Again, early access games. I'm not sure how much of this was my fault, how much of this was game bugs. But I figure if we start from scratch and we try again, maybe we'll figure out some kind of a solution. I have no idea. Oh, what a hot mess this is. Thanks so much, friends, for joining me. I will rebuild this. We will rebuild. I will leave the small airport alone. If we rebuild this, I'll leave it away. And maybe I'll buy all 4 sections so we can kind of build in the middle of the airport, because we do want to test out how all this stuff works. So I will, I'll give it my best, and I'll be back here in the next episode. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, friends, be well.